Hello, hello. Welcome back to part 9 of Hogwarts Legacy. We are just going to continue our journey to try to beat the game. We are in the Madden. I don't know how to say her name, office, yeah. Let's go over to the caretakers. Yep, caretaker's quest. Alrighty. Let's head out into the harsh world of Hogwarts. Let's try to just fly to his class.
I've always said
Courtyard. Huh. Oh, there's a bunch of spells here I could do. Levioso.
Levioso! Revelio!
Don't know where the little fly went. Oh, probably here. Let's try to get it for the first time. You just have to hit it when it decides to come across with space. And we have got it. Let's just go through the school here. Oh, it is kind of far away. Didn't know I'd be running through the entire school.
Clever! Pete's game's the best one ever!
I think I'm going the right way. Oh yeah.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes. Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about...
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Oh, wow. I'm alright. Oh, wow.
Hello, Hamura. There we go.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you.
getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference.
I almost just got caught. That would have not been good.
There he goes.
Oh.
That had better not be another
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Think I got away? I'm not sure.
No student would dare wander in here. Not on my watch.
Rip.
Loyalists are preparing for a rebellion. Always mucking about.
Aloha Mora.
Oh.
You know you can't do that.
Oh no. It's pretty scary stuff.
What are you up to now? I hope there are no students in the hospital. Spectacular. Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
Oh my.
Well, I
Turn
suppose I'm
around.
making my rounds now. If you're not on my
Damn
list.
it! I'm gonna get past this guy and go upstairs. Oh. Okay. Can you go upstairs, please? Or can you come down? There we go.
Off on another adventure, are we? I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about it.
Revelio.
I know when I see a winner. Not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
I'm partial to Hufflepuff myself. What was that?
What was what?
I thought I heard something. Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was finally going to learn the Quidditch rules.
It's a majestic sport. Encompasses the whole of the human condition.
How's that?
Well, all of the teamwork and flying about and the golden snitch.
Oh, I suppose I
Just
should pay
got the
closer
second
attention
moon.
in the next match, if there ever is one.
I suppose you should.
Handy resource indeed.
Go back to Mr. Moon. I think the coast is clear.
Revelio.
Let's unlock this as well. Oh, I missed it. Damn it. Wow. This one's gonna be harder than I thought. Oh wow. This is hard. There we go. Finally. Let's get out of here.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
Sure.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alohomora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood.
Keep looking.
I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Of course. Don't know what a man. Don't know what that is. A man. Trick. Maybe we have to go into Hogsmeade. Buy it from one of the stores. Oh yeah, I should really go talk to her too.
Sometimes it seems all right.
I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
Of course.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
I am indeed, Sebastian.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
Thank you, Wesley.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Of course. Should I need any seeds or plants, I could visit Dogweed and Deathcap. Dogweed. Yep, here. Oh, here it is. Alright. Set up there. Alright, let's get whatever we need to get for the mandrake. What is this? Oh, that's just a V thing. Thought it was one of those little.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
I don't think I've ever been up this way.
Greetings. Come on inside.
Revelio.
Watch yourself, though. Let's have you leave here alive. You're a force to be reckoned with, aren't you? Scaring all the goblins away. Such a wee bairn gieing a thrashing to a troll.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
What do you have for sale?
Let's see what she has for sale.
Well, what say we show you some of what's available?
We should get the mandrake seed. Or should we just plant it?
Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far.
just hold on to all the gear for now.
Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Alright. Yo.
You're a force to be reckoned with, aren't you?
Alright, let's
Scaring
go
all
and
the
use
goblins
this. Let's go and use this on an enemy. Just fly out. Oh, I leveled up. There we go. That's always fun.
Potato!
Assignment's all finished.
There you go.
Ugh. Shame you're so foul.
What do we have to do for this one? Not sure, but we could attend another class here, so that's good. But we can meet with Deke and meet with Sebastian as well. Yeah, and those are the main missions. And then the side missions are the man behind the moons. We have 9 moons for that. Talk to her in the courtyard. Friend indeed. Let's track that one. It's just over here in the town. Let's go see what she wants.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
She's just over at the 3 broomsticks. Let's see what she wants.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ramrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband, Aidan, was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Not bad at all. Let's go to Hogsward and meet in the courtyard with the other person that we have to talk to in the side quest. Here it is. Where is that? I think I tracked it, but that's not right here. There we go. Let's see why her uncle hasn't been contacting her.
Hello, Hamura.
Level 1 law. Why is this a law? There we go.
Potions is dull and charms is dire. Nothing's as clever as...
Reveille.
Of course he's down here. Why wouldn't he be down here? I don't think I'm supposed to come down here. Let's just go to the courtyard. If we could find the courtyard, like where is it? Let's just fly into it. Here we are. Beautiful. We have to wait for her because it is nighttime. And now it's morning.
Hello, Adelaide. I received your owl.
Thank you for coming. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I would be worried.
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
Well, I'll see what
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
Of course. Anytime.
Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself into?
Alright, well, let's try to go find Uncle Roland. Let's go up there.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
Sounds good. We'll go by the river. See what's in store for us.
Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite?
Yeah, or something definitely.
Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead.
What have we here?
I meant to pristine. Yeah, let's just
What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea. Someone there? Incendio! Confringo! Pity! Not quite! You explode! Accio!
Holy, these guys
Incendio! Confringo! Leviosa! Accio! Incendio! Chill spells glance off of me. I've been fighting since.
Now to find out what happened here.
Stupid little goblins. I don't know who they're messing with.
Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Mr. Oakes' trade journal.
Yeah, you said that.
Revelio.
think it's just on this way.
And not taking a one of you with me, since you've all turned yourselves into a pack of Jarvies.
What do we have here?
I shall get that goblin helm back, hopefully from your corpse.
Confringo! Accio! Incendio!
Easy.
The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now.
I guess they can.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Don't have a mallow sweet. But
A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now to find the crooked tree.
crooked tree. Rock formation. Get out of my way.
I dream of making a better world. For me.
A crooked tree, just as the map said. The crumbling tower shouldn't be far from here.
Dare slay one of my own, you will fall!
Well, let's just keep going. I think we're on the right path to find Uncle Roland. Oh yeah.
And the crumbling tower. The spot on the map should be directly south of here.
Crumbling tower directly south from here.
Incendio! Revelio!
Oh, let's. Oh, I think this is carriage. Just keep going. Oh wow.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
What do we have here?
Not quiet enough.
I may have more luck higher up in the keep.
Oh, there's a bunch of goblins here.
I don't like the looks of that encampment. Incendio! Stone walls do a prison, mate.
That was easy.
Revelio. A ladder. That's what I need.
I don't like that huge glob in the door there.
It's the student from
And you're dead.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo.
Yeah, these goblins are no challenge.
Revelio.
Oh, this is just so I could climb up. Let's just keep going.
Revelio.
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me.
Someone's here.
Accio!
That was easy. Oh. This is tough.
What will we find in here?
Revelio.
Yo.
Accio. Incendio.
You won't get away with that. I should have been.
Accio! It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio. Alohomora.
There we go.
Revelio. Incendio. Confringo.
I'll take that.
Revelio.
I mean it.
Accio. Incendio.
Why have you not run away?
It takes one less human to worry about.
Incendio.
You didn't pay attention in defense against the dark arts. You're so very
Incendio.
That student defeated our encampment in the tower.
There's quite enough of that. Incendio.
Yo, that crossbow.
Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Confringo.
Holy. Alright, let's sell some gear. Or not sell, just discard. 'Cause I want to pick some stuff up. Yo. think I could just sell everything here as well. Or destroy. Just destroy those ones. Destroy that one, okay. Beautiful.
A boiler door. How to open it?
Rob the Mister, I can tell you that. Oh.
Incendiary.
What? That's cool.
Revelio.
Alrighty.
Revelio. Incendio.
Oh yeah. What the fuck?
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed.
One less human to work.
What an unfortunate end
Incendio.
Rest until you're
I do want the drinker potion.
Incendio.
little moon, such arrogance. Easily diverted.
Incendio.
Oh, not quite.
Incendio. Incendio.
Was that your best?
Oh my.
Pity. That was meant for me.
Pain in the ass.
Incendio.
You can't stop us.
Confringo.
Stop me.
Levioso.
A miss.
Incendio.
Kill spell the glance off of me.
Levioso.
I've been fighting since before you were born. You should have fled when you had the chance.
Oh, I should have fucking rolled, not press Q. I need better fucking things.
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed. What's that? Who's that?
Tired.
I won't rest until dead.
There's a lot.
I won't rest until you're dead. I don't have time for this. Easily diverted. Don't do that again, I beg you. I can do this. Weak human. This thing. Get away. Get wrong. Better.
You won't get away with that. You won't be able to stop.
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands.
Just a little bit of chomping. Chinese chomping cabbage. They're pretty fucking good. What?
Revelio.
Oh, it's cool.
This must be Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free. Revelio.
Alright, let's go back down this way now. There we go. Some nice gloves, don't.
Revelio.
Just keep going down. Further. In.
I wonder if Adelaide's uncle will be down there.
That was meant for me.
Incendio.
Oh, put me down. You're there to surrender.
Leviosa. Incendio.
I will never. I won't rest until you're dead.
There we go.
Revelio.
Come to an agreement if you'll just set me free!
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
Fortunately, I've already found your wand, Mr. Oakes.
Please, pass me my wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. It's my last hope. Please.
Let's give him his wand.
Oh, thank Merlin. Thank you.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, You're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars.
Yep.
Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you. Truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
You as well.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
They would have never freed him. Yep. You are right. Alright. Let's see, we have to get out of here. I'm gonna run back out of here fully. There's no secret entrance or nothing. But it's okay. We will just run out where we came in from, which is just over here. Oh yeah, let's loot this.
Oh.
I do think it's this way. Oh, this way. Yep. Beautiful. Alright. Now let's just go up to the north. Let's cook better gear. That one's locked. Alright. We got a new wand, no? I guess I did not. Alright. See our quest. Let's go get the friend indeed. Let's check that one. Should be pretty close by to us. Oh, never mind. That's a long journey, long flight. I'm just gonna fast travel. If I can. There we go. Let's see what she's up to. And then let's maybe go back, do some classes in school.
Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
Beautiful. Let's enter the cavern.
Hope they know what they're doing.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Let's head in.
I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find better have a look around. See about the hawk lumps and the box of letters.
Incendio!
That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio!
Huh. I need this spell here. Oh, I keep pressing I instead of T. Darn it. I need this one, I think.
Also.
There we go. Let's get our loot.
Revelio.
Then we need the Lumos.
Lumos.
There we go. Let's continue looking for these letters.
Revelio.
And get all the juice we can get.
Revelio.
It's on this way.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Of course I want to fight it.
Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Defendo. Confringo. Incendio. Defendo.
And he's dead.
That was a close one.
Look at him. Hoarding all the juices.
Revelio.
It was indeed a close one.
Lumos.
What's down here? Just more juice. Chest. Not bad at all. Get out of my way, laughs. Laughs. Alright. Let's keep exploring. Let's try to get the letters.
Revelio. Revelio.
Alright, let's go and get the letters. So in many ways, I was in Ravenclaw.
This must be Sirona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this.
She will be glad to have that back, yeah. Those are some nice letters. Alright. Well, then now, let's go return them. And then let's attend our class that we got. And yeah, just land right here because we can't fly in. We have to run in.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Alrighty. Let's go talk to Sirona. Sirona, not Corona. Sirona. Alrighty. Let's see what she has to say.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
It is indeed. Alright. Let's head back to the school. And learn her class. And then, yeah, that will be the episode. And then we will go in part 10, because this is part 9. We'll meet with Sebastian and check in with Deke. And yeah. If you guys like and enjoy, remember to drop a like and subscribe to see more. Alright, no, we don't have to go there. We have to go here. It's just fast travel. Fast traveling is very good. It's very helpful.
What are you up to now?
Going to class. British. Class is over.
How wonderful to see you again.
Leaves. It's very wonderful to say Otto. Let's talk.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Wingardium Leviosa. Straight up. Where is it? This one? Wingardium Leviosa. To fine tune it.
Well done!
That's tough.
Feel free to practice.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
That sounds lovely. All the sights and bustle of a city.
To some, yes. I used to dream of living in the country, but it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
Oh, but I've given you the wrong impression. On the contrary, I was shown great kindness. In fact, a 7th year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
Was it Serona Ryan?
It was indeed. How on earth did you know that?
Serona has been a good friend to me as well. In fact, I retrieved a box of letters from Mrs. Sprottle for her.
Oh, darling Mrs. Sprottle. She was always astonished I knew as much magic as I did, being Muggle-born. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you too. Let's try this.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Bit more. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's a really neat spell.
Revelio.
Alright. That is going to be episode 9 done of Hogwarts Legacy. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to drop a like and subscribe to stay tuned and to see when I post part 10. But yeah, thanks for tuning in.
I wish I
Have a
received
very
letters
good day.
from home more often.